So I was going to work on the Lego instruction image things, but as you can see, one second, let me just get it up. The Lego website just isn't working today for some reason. I know .ca, it automatically just goes to .com, so I'll just go there as well, but it just doesn't work. I try on Google Chrome and it works perfectly fine. However, with the way that I get the images for the instruction manuals from Lego, it just it's a lot more complicated and difficult to do on Google than it is on Opera, so I can't really do any of that. So yeah, I guess I won't be able to work on any of that. It just loads and loads forever. Happens every now and then. It's not that rare of a thing per se, so give it a day or two and it'll probably work fine again. It's just that the Lego website seems to be one of the websites that it just has the most issues of any website that I use. It's always weird. Well, actually, no, Bricklink probably takes the lead, but actually, well, I almost wonder if the Lego website might actually still have a slight lead over Bricklink in those terms and stuff like that. But either way, back to work on the Moonlander set. Just finished with the first step now for the Moonlander set, so have the minifigures and stickered parts set aside like all of the other sets. So I'll get this put away and then start on the next set, which I'll probably work on that car next. So just finished with putting away the parts. These ones here sold while parting it out, or they might have been missed or something. Then have all of these ones that can't fit in their drawers anymore. So that is another 1,042 items in 184 lots for 142.29. Though I do have to quickly do this here, and I missed it somehow. Oh, there we go. I don't know why. I don't think I'm supposed to erase the command thing. Who knows? But then there's that uploaded. So I'll get this sorted out, sort these out, and probably start on the next set. Although I might have something I need to work on for setting up the storefront. I might work on that instead. So I'm not quite sure if I'll have enough time for that. So then I placed a few more orders on Bricklink, and now I have parts on the way for dimensions for these figures right here, all the way onto this, this one down, these two down here. So those are on the way. This here, it's not as many as some other times, but just for reference, fill in missing information, missing packing dimensions. The list is getting smaller and smaller, so there's only a smaller amount left, and naturally the more difficult to get ones are the last ones that'll get done. So there's 212 missing dimensions now, and then you've got this one here. The head was like 18 something. Then this one here is one of the cheaper ones. There's only like $5 for the beard. But then this one here, the minifigure, it's just really difficult to get. Monkey Kids just was never really popular in North America from what I understand, and I had to get it all the way from South Korea. And then after shipping, it was like $40 or something like that. But the thing is with this stuff, I can resell it once I get it, so it's not like I'm paying $40 just to add dimensions for this just to lose it or anything like that. I'll get my money back on, well, a decent amount of it, and then got some of the Duplo ones. These ones here, I might be able to get some of the other planes dimensions for some of these. I know some of the parts are reused and stuff like that, so I'll have to take a look at that. And then just a couple of Duplo ones that there's just a lot of Duplo that's missing. Yeah, 87. So of the 212 missing dimensions, 87 of them are Duplo. We got some of the Minions ones, which are from the recently released ones that are missing dimensions. I've got this one here on the way, and if I'm not mistaken, it might be the same mold as this one, so I can swap out the hat and add that. However, I do not have anything for this guy here. Yeah, then those parts are on the way, and it's 10:30, so I definitely do not have time to part out any of the sets. Yogurt time. So just getting to work, and got one thing in the mail, and if I am not mistaken, the Lego website should be working again. I just tried it on my computer upstairs, and it worked perfectly fine, which has the same browser. So we will see if it works here now, and let's get it up. One moment. Lego, and it's not working. That's unfortunate, because it was working upstairs, but not here apparently. I'll see if I need to update my browser or something, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But then my parents were cleaning the room upstairs, and they found this keychain from who knows when, that we have. So there is that. Actually, that's probably not too many ways you can get chrome gold arms, actually. I'm curious now. So let me just check. Chrome gold arms. So let this load. And maybe that's not there. Let's try this. Let's just go to a random torso and then go to part inventory, arm. Oh, arm, not arms, because obviously, apparently. Chrome gold here. You can buy them. Some people do have them, because this here is from the monochrome. Yeah, chrome gold. Yeah, it's definitely not metallic gold. That is for sure chrome gold. Let's actually just double check real quick. Type in the part number 850807, and I missed the 7. So yeah, chrome gold. So yeah, I can, because the thing complete is like $5 or so, but then if you look at the arms, then it is more than that. And so I know that the arms can be removed. I'm pretty sure the legs can probably be removed as well. Not the hips, but just the base legs. So let me actually just see if I can remove the arms real quick. Yep, the arms came off. So I will check the legs now. And yep, the legs are removed. So these here are probably also something that has a little bit of value. This stuff can't be taken apart anymore, but I will double check, because occasionally I know some older keychains and stuff you could take some additional parts off, some glued parts you could or something, but yeah, nothing else on here can be taken apart. But then let's actually just check. Well, let's just open up a random minifigure here. Let it load. Just click on a random one. Inventory. Actually, no, there's 73200, because that's printed, so that won't help. So then we go to the part inventory, the left leg and the right leg, and then we go price, chrome gold, not chrome silver, chrome gold, and then we check here, chrome gold, so we can see about $4 and about $5 to $6. So yeah, it's definitely worth more than that stuff taken off. But then, like normal with chrome gold, it's inconsistent stuff because they just put it over a tan color. That's very normal. I don't think any parts that are chrome gold or chrome silver are actually fully that color. It's just the added layer on top. But for now, I'm going to re-add them to the torso, just so I know where they came from, and then I can do that whenever. But then in this order here, I went to this store for just this paint thing for the modular set over there, but then they had this minifigure for Dimensions, which I picked up, but then there's this bag of parts here which I never ordered, and then I got the instruction manual, so it seems like they sent me the entire set instead of just the minifigure. So I will message them about that, see if they want me to send it back or something. But yeah, then that is that so far. Nothing else in the mail. Still expecting a lot of stuff in the mail. Let's actually just check on Bricklink. I have 25 orders I'm waiting for. So there's a lot of that there, and yeah, I got a few orders elsewhere still waiting for, but yeah, I'll get to work. So then for this, I did take a closer look, and I never noticed, but it does say that it comes with a stand, so I guess that was fully intentional, so nothing to worry about there. And I decided I'm not going to try to update my browser to get it to work for the Lego website right now because I have this page still open. Let me just double check. It's actually still open right here, which has all of the check marks and stuff like that for the modular set. So I do not want to update the browser down here. So I can't work on the instructions right now, though thankfully some other user, I forget the username, was adding a whole bunch of the instruction images. So that's real nice. So they added all of those ones there. So that is really good. And which part is this? An older Belleville base plate. They are really fancy parts back in the day for base plates and stuff like that. So that's an interesting one. But yeah, then I will get to processing this order then. And also for this one, if I'm not mistaken, this here should be the same part as the one other minifigure that was just released, which means that this will actually be enough for 2 different minifigure dimensions instead of just 1. So unfortunately, I'm not able to add the dimensions for that minifigure since this one here, it does not have the arms that he has, and I don't have any of his arms anywhere, so I unfortunately can't do that. So I then just decided to take note of the parts, even though I was only missing 2 parts, so I guess it was fine. So I tried updating the browser, so let's see, and now it works. So yeah, it's must be that Lego only lets the absolute latest browsers work. I guess that might kind of make sense for security stuff, but yeah, it seems a little bit strict because I don't even remember updating my browser on the computer upstairs. And with Opera, it just updates every time it restarts, but I haven't restarted that browser in ages, so yeah, who knows. But yeah, then that is working again, so I'm not gonna complain, and I'll work on some of the remaining images for instructions then, I guess. Just finished the one instruction manual, and that was just wild. There was 9 books, multiple different sizes for one set. Like, is it really, like, here's this one here. Like, why does this set 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 5, and I got that wrong, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 4, 5. How many parts does it doesn't show the box here. So Lego 4, 3, 2, 4, 5. Let's click on it. How many parts is this? Where is it? So for 1,500 parts, why does it need 9 instruction manuals? Lego's been trying to cut back on waste and stuff like that, but that seems like it's got to be an absolute waste. Like, I mean, some of the sets, it kind of makes sense, like where you've got like one instruction manual for a car and then another one for a building and another one for a truck or something like that, because if I remember correctly, that's just like so multiple people can build the set at the same time. But this is one standing structure. I don't think you can, like, for example, build this piece without having the base for it or something. It's just, yeah, that was weird, but that took way too long. But thankfully, usually it's only 1 or 2 books, but this 9, that's just wild. And then it just crashed my browser somehow. I closed the one page that I was on, and then everything just broke. So now all of the ones that can be done are done, except I just forgot those 2. So Lego, online instructions. I missed like 5 letters there. 31151. Let's go here. I might have to add these real quick. Nope, that one's missing them. And then what about 31153? Go to that one, and that one's also missing them because a decent amount of instructions aren't actually currently available yet for Lego, but then I was able to get 38 of those done, including 18 of those are from the Disney Series 100. Got that because some of them are missing, and then there are several of them errors incomplete for the images for these, so I just fixed that up, and then just a couple of those ones, so not too much. It's not even 4 yet, and I'm already done that. So yeah, then there's nothing left to do for that, because that's done now. So for now, at least, until the rest of the things are added. So yeah, then I guess I probably have time for this smaller set here. So I'll probably try to get this one done before I pull orders. So yeah, it's 4, and I usually pull orders at around 9. So, well, I got supper and stuff like that, but it should be enough time for this somewhat smaller set, so I will get to work on this. This here is a separate set I had mixed in on another stack, but it's the one superheroes or something. So there's that. So there's one more set than I had thought. But yeah, still overall shrinking amount of remaining sets with only 2 large ones left, and they are 2 of the largest ones, I think, actually. So there is that, but overall making really good progress. So I was about to work on this set here, however, I was just taking a look, because I like to double check lot counts before I work on stuff, because I pull orders tonight, so I have to work on that. So then it was just a relatively normal 112 items, 82 lots on Brick Owl. But then I went to Bricklink, and there is 426 lots, and so that is probably going to take a while, so I'm going to have to start working on pulling the orders before the normal 9 p.m. So I'll have to probably start at like, well, by the time I'm finished with supper and get some stuff sorted out, it'll probably be about 7:30 or so. So yeah, I definitely can't get this done in an hour and a half or so. So yeah, then this set is going to have to go back here for now, and I am going to work on something else I was working on for a minute, and so yeah, then I won't have time for any sets to part out today, but I'll work on that, then it'll be supper pretty soon, and then after that, I'll start pulling orders, because that is going to take a while. And yeah, just a heads up, because I know if you've watched the channel for a while, you might have noticed that a couple months or so back, I would film picking a Bricklink order videos and stuff like that. And I do intend to, just trying to remember what that is. Oh yeah, that's it. But I do intend to bring those back, but that's one of the things that's going to be waiting until, all of the stuff is caught up that I mentioned in the past, but like with all of the used finally listed, all of the used parts cleared out and stuff like that. I might actually start while the used parts are being sold, but then it'll happen like after that break where I no longer sell just normal used bricks and stuff like that. So yeah, then I do plan to bring those back, but I do want to get a GoPro because it would be a lot easier to film with 2 hands, because tripods just don't work. I tried that. It's just not realistic. And so then I do intend to get back to some of that stuff. So, potentially, well, I know I said I hope by the end of the year I'll be done with all the used, but I have a bad tendency of buying more Lego. So it might even be a little bit longer, till then, but, then I do hope to bring that back, sometime, later this year, sometime next year, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, then, well, realistically, there isn't even all that much used left. Like, I mean, we got these stacks here, the stuff here. We got some plates, bricks, Technic, whatever that is. Then a bit of Galador still, haven't finished with that. Some more plates. This here's just random stuff, it won't get listed. Some more plates, and then the sets from this table, and then there's a few of those sets upstairs being taken apart, and then the 2x bricks, and then all of the 1x bricks. So yeah, it still is a good amount left, but it's not like it's anywhere near as bad as it used to be, because if you haven't watched this channel for too long, actually it might have even been before I started filming, but this entire area used to be just completely filled with used Lego, and I've been slowly working away at it. For some reason, when I first got it, that was like a couple years ago at this point, I for some reason thought I'd be able to list it in a year, but it's been many years, well, like 2-3 years or so since, and I still have a good amount of it. So yeah, it took a long time, but finally getting there. So yeah, it's when all that stuff's done that eventually I should be able to start filming some of those again, because I know that those are quite fun to watch. And before I started selling on Bricklink, I used to watch Brickzars, Pablo's all the time. They were one of my favorite videos. Unfortunately, he doesn't make them as often anymore, but yeah, then that would be a fun one to start doing more consistently again. And then possibly also in a somewhat longer format, because my old Pablo videos were all YouTube shorts, so they had to be like below 60 seconds or something. So with the GoPro and possibly stuff like that, might be able to do somewhat longer, more interesting ones and stuff like that. But unfortunately, that's still a little bit out before I can get to that. But it is planned. Yogurt time. So I finally got some of the orders of the 30-ish orders in the mail that I'm waiting for. So first up we have this one here. I went to this store for, I saw it earlier, it's here somewhere. I think it's this head here, that one there from the one Cantina set, the UCS one or Master Collector series or whatever it's called, because that was missing I mentioned. So that's what I went to this store for, and then they just had some other parts I needed. Then I went to this store here for this hairpiece here, and then also this one here, because they are needed for dimensions, and then picked up a couple other random parts that I needed. Then this store, I went to it for this bird from Angry Birds for dimensions, so there's that one. This store, I went to the store for this cape. You can see it's a non-standard cape. This here is for the Harumi minifigure, and I believe it's this one here that is from the person who watches the channel, so that's quite cool. And then this one here, I went to this one for this headpiece here for dimensions, and then had a couple other parts I needed. This one, I went for this cape here. It's for one Robin minifigure that's missing dimensions, and then picked up a couple other random parts that I needed. And then this one here, it's Helgi's. You don't really need an excuse to shop at that store. It's an amazing store. But this time I went for these J heads because I bought a whole bunch in the past, but then sold them all. So I need them quite often. So best price for quantity in the world. So I picked those up. And then just a couple other miscellaneous parts. I forgot I ordered those. I have no idea. Actually, I think I do need them. And some more of these torsos. These are some of the older ones. But they are brittle blue, so he has them quite cheap, so I just picked them up because you can see they're a bit discolored and stuff like that, and they're advertised as such. Yeah, they're like $1.50 or something like that. So yeah, I just picked those up to resell because I sell them slowly, but with all the things described and stuff like that, so I just can't beat that price, so I just picked them up even if I never end up selling them. And then just a couple other random parts I needed. So yeah, then should be able to get dimensions for 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, I'm still waiting for another part on that. So 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigures with what was in the mail today, and still waiting for a whole bunch more orders. So should hopefully be able to get a lot more of that done then. So just finished going through the orders for the first part just to get the dimensions for the parts from that. So just not too many, but was able to get a couple of those done. And then I noticed that for this part, 1 second, let me get it up over here. It has BB at the beginning, which on Bricklink means that its part number is not known. So then as you can see, there is a seam line going down the center and to the top of this part here. And then you can see it's the seam line there. So, going to try to take this part apart and see if I can get the part number for that. So there's that. Yeah, good progress. And I guess I should probably ship orders out now. There's a few more on the cart. So just got it taken apart. A few parts were lost there, but we can already see the one number there. So interesting. Oh no, that is 5 digits. For some reason I thought that was more than 5. But yeah, then take this part out here, like this. It's difficult with the one hand. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so it's another part there. Okay, there's another part number. And then take this beak out. So then this has a part number and this has a part number. This has a part number. And this one does not have a part number as far as I can tell. I'll look closer and stuff, but it seems like this part is made up of 3 part numbers. So that will be added to the catalog at the sacrifice of one of these taken out of circulation, but then it'll be known and none other stuff will be taken apart. That was an unexpected move. Bricklink, and this here is from one of the official administration accounts. It's not a sketchy thing or anything like that. Just announced they are deleting every single Bricklink account from members in China. So, unfortunately, they've made the decision to stop operations in China due to new laws. To be compliant with the new law in China, all personal information generated in mainland China must be held within China, mainland China. Since Bricklink doesn't have a separate platform based in China, they can't comply with that requirement. Buying and selling privileges for these members will be revoked August 1st, 2024. Affected members were informed about this change earlier today. So yeah, then where is it here? We will delete all Bricklink all Bricklink member accounts based in mainland China on September 30th. So August 1st, they'll be blocked, and then September 30th, they will be deleted. So that is unexpected. So I guess if you have anything you want to buy from a seller in China, because I know that there's a couple somewhat larger sellers in China, then it's now or never, I guess. But yeah, then yeah, that's unexpected. And then looking, there's actually only 29 stores in China. This here, E Square Bricks, is one that I'm somewhat familiar with. Brick Friends Homes has a lot of items for sale. Building Time has even more. So this one here, 7,000 orders. So yeah, a lot of somewhat larger stores will be closing. So yeah, that is really unexpected. Well, this one doesn't sell to Canada. Where do they ship to? They ship pretty much everywhere, and they don't sell to Canada unless I'm missing it. Cambodia, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Chad, Caribbean, Netherlands. Yeah, I'm not seeing Canada. Anyway, that is really weird. I have no idea why they have just that. Yeah, then there is that. But yeah, then that is really unfortunate for members in China. But then the other thing I find interesting is that Lego has been really pushing their market in China quite a bit over the past few years. From what I understand, like the Monkey Kid line was like made very heavily influenced for people in China, because that's like where the thing is from, if I remember correctly. And then all of the Lunar New Year, I think it is all like geared towards that. So it's kind of surprising with how many Lego stores have opened and stuff in China that the Lego company who owns Bricklink wouldn't just they'd have to follow the same laws most likely. So it's weird that they wouldn't just let it go like that or something, like connect Bricklink somehow so that they can still operate. It's who knows why, but yeah, that is definitely unexpected. So next up now, I'm going to work on eBay stuff, rebuilding some, processing the orders I got in the mail, and stuff like that, and see how many of these we can get rebuilt. So just finished with processing the orders I got in the mail, so now it is time to work on rebuilding the cards. And this time I remembered to price these at a point that someone isn't going to just come in and buy them all, because I paid like around 70 cents if you're including shipping and stuff like that about per head, or actually maybe even less, I don't know, 50 to 70 cents I paid for it. And used, they sell for about 70 cents. New, they sell for about that. But then I priced it at $1.25 a head. That way, it's not too crazy high for this in new condition. That people will still buy a few, but it is high enough that people aren't going to want to buy a whole bunch of them. So that way I'll have them for rebuilding that minifigure for hopefully a long time. So yeah, then I will get to work on rebuilding what I can from these cards, and then it will almost be time to call it a day. I might place an order or two, and then tomorrow I'm thinking I'm going to start on the haunted house set. Your time. So I got 3 more orders in the mail today. First up was this one here. I went to this store for this gear. I have the guy's hairpiece right here. And so now I can add dimensions for him. The rest of the stuff is just normal parts on the wanted list and stuff like that. So there is that. This one here. I went to the store for this beard here for dimensions. I also needed this hat because I thought I would have had a hat either in my series drawer or somewhere else, but I didn't find one. So we had one, so I picked that up. And so there's that one. And then this one here, I went to the store for this Watto figures modified head thing. Because this one here, both Watto minifigures are missing dimensions on the catalog. So this here will add dimensions for that. And it was the best place to get it was in Canada based on all the options. So ended up at this store. And then there's some other parts from my different wanted lists. So there is that. And so yeah, then I'm going to process these orders, and then yeah, it shouldn't take too long. It's not massive orders or anything like that. So then hopefully I can get that done pretty soon, and then start work on the mansion set, because today is Wednesday, so that means I got all of today and all of tomorrow to get it done before my next shipping day. Mine is tomorrow night when I start pulling orders. But yeah, then that's what I'll work on after this. But yeah, this is the end of the vlog. So thank you for watching. If you got this far, today is Wednesday, so the next vlog should be out on Saturday.